I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a actually realistic looking rope halter. I know my other one wasn't really all that realistic, but this one looks exactly like the actual rope halter should look like. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. It's got the double noseband thingy here. Got the little knot there, loop, the underneath chinny strap thing. Here, see? Underneath. And then the little loop to put that on. And a little knot. So that's what it looks like. And you can do this with embroidery floss, or you can do it with yarn. This is what it looks like with yarn. Okay? So, let's get started. First thing you are going to need is embroidery floss, or yarn, basically. So you can use either of them, doesn't really matter. And then you're going to need scissors, and a model, of course, of your choice. Preferably one that's not like dressage-y and like neck bent and stuff like that. So like you want a nice clear defined head without any mane involved, just like boom, 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 okay? And that's your materials. Next thing you're going to want to do is take your embroidery floss or yarn and cut a piece of string that's approximately 2 arm lengths long. So you should have like, not a ball, but like a long piece of string. Very long piece of string. You're not going to use it all for your halter, but you're going to need some for your lead line too. So, step number 1, cut string. Next thing you want to do is fold your string in half, like so. Fold your string in half. Then take your looped end and measure it around your model's nose. So make sure that it fits around their nose and pinch it right under their nose. Okay? So leave about ½ inch under his nose. Okay? Do that. Step number 2. Loop. Step number 3. Take your loop, put it around your model's nose, check where the corners of his mouth is. Take your fingers off. This is where the corner of his mouth is, right here for me. Make 2 overhand knots where the corners of his mouth is. Or are. I don't know. Whatever. My grammar's not that nice, so it doesn't really matter. Okay? So overhand knot. Don't pull it tight, remember, because if you pull it tight, it's not going to work for the rest of it. Okay? Take that and do the same thing. Check it on your model. Measure where the corner of his mouth is. Put that knot where the corner of his mouth is. And check where you want to make your next knot. Like so. If your knot just so happens to go like this, 1 knot, 2 knot, you can simply loosen it, pull it tighter, And then tighten it the tiniest littlest bit. Okay? So there we go. Now, line your 2 knots up, like so. Measure it on your model's nose. Make sure you have the correct measurement for how much you need. Okay? Take it off. I measured around my model's nose and I needed that much. Okay? This comes the tricky part. Take both your strings from the bottom, both your strings, make a loop, like so. And then go like that with your loop. And put the end of your loop inside the second loop that you did. I'll do one on the end of this, okay? Just to show you. So you made a loop, okay? You made your loop. Then you would go, I twist it around my finger, and then roll it forward. Take it off, so now I have a little loop in my loop. And put my loop through that. And basically like an overhand knot with 2 strings. Okay? After a while of playing with it, you're going to get this. So that's just like loosening it, tightening it, loosening it, tightening it to get it to the desired length. Reference pictures might also help you in this area if you can't get it done. Yeah, they might help. Okay? So, measure on your model. Make sure I measure like always. Just to make sure that I always get the right length. Because that's really easy to not get the right length in these kind of things. And I make the same kind of knot that we just did, but without making a loop. So like an overhand knot with 2 strings. It's basically what it is. And you can tighten this one. As you can tighten this one, and you can tighten this one. Okay? So with the 2 strings, you make a knot that's about the same size as the flat part underneath their chin, like that. Okay? So underneath their cheeks, right at the end of their cheeks, that's where you make the knot. Okay?